What's good, everyone? Capitans TV here, and today we're going to answer the question, should you play Neon Abyss? What's Neon Abyss? How can an abyss be neon? Surprisingly good point, and an even better question. Neon Abyss is a roguelite action platformer. What the hell does that mean? Basically, every time that you die, your progress gets reset, and like in Mario, you jump from platform to platform. Oh, I like Mario. It's also a twin stick shooter. Don't you interrupt me, where one analog stick is used to move your character around and the other stick is used to shoot people in the face. Neon Abyss, and I hope I'm saying this right, is made by VWoo Games and published by Team 17. It's also available on PC, Xbox, Switch, and PS4. If you're like me, you probably never heard of the game, and I even consider myself to be pretty plugged into the gaming world, and it caught me by surprise. Neon Abyss released on July 14th, and I didn't hear about it until the 13th, which is surprising because I usually keep my ear to the ground for roguelike games because I love them. This game couldn't have launched at a more perfect time for me because I've been raging in Apex. He's one shot! I shot you in the face! And as you can see, I definitely needed a change of pace. I know some of you are out there like, you went with a roguelite for a change of pace, you full-blown crazy. And that's true because dying in a roguelite is a necessary component of the game. They even give you an achievement, much like in Dark Souls, upon your first death. Y'all didn't have to do us dirty with the achievement like that though. With each death, you learn a little bit more about the game and how to tackle problems more efficiently. And every time you play, you normally get a little bit further than you got the last time. And you have a recipe for getting the gamer to come back over and over and over again. And Neon Abyss is no different. It drops you in with a short tutorial and then it is go time. All they drop you in with is just your gun and a grenade, and it's your job to clear the rooms and to eventually find a boss room so that you may go to the next level. Now, the seemingly smart thing to do would be, if I only have one life to live, is to try to find the boss room as quick as possible. No, my sweet summer child. In Neon Abyss, the name of the game is exploration. I thought you said the name of the game was Neon Abyss. Man, if you don't shut up, what you want to do is go around looking for power-ups, new weapons, and eggs. And Neon Abyss has all three of these things in spades, and we'll get to the eggs in a second. Now, all of these items are there to help you defeat the enemies that you encounter, and it's your job to figure out what items, when mixed together, make you a god. And please note, all these items are actually not there to help you. I encountered an item that made me either take a full heart worth of damage, you only start the game with 3 hearts, or no damage. That is a damn fine line to be riding. Now, I mentioned eggs earlier, and it's an interesting way in which Neon Abyss handles companions. Basically, as you go around killing and pillaging and doing whatever you're doing, you find these little eggs all throughout the levels. And when you go from room to room, there's a chance that one of these eggs may hatch. And when they hatch into little creepy, helpful companions. You may get one that'll bring you items, one that'll block bullets, one that'll shoot bullets. You never know. And sometimes when the eggs hatch, they don't give you anything at all. Side note, I may have solved the empty hatching scenario. The quicker you can kill, and the quicker you can kill rooms, the higher the chance of you hatching a little weird demon helper. At one point in time, I was able to hatch 10 eggs in a row successfully. So while this randomness is a part of the game and what makes the game interesting, it also is what makes the game difficult. Having to get lucky and put the right combination of items together can make the game frustrating. And this is one part where the game fails you, as you can't see what the items do until you already equip them. Introducing the wrong ability can really hamper your synergy and can even ruin some of your really good runs. Luckily, this isn't the case with guns, as you can try out a gun, find out you don't like it, and then swap back to your original gun. I'm very thankful that you can swap out some of these guns, because when you're trying to beat some of these levels, you need as much to go right as possible, because the rooms aren't the only thing that are procedurally generated. The boss fights are like a box of chocolate. You never know who you're gonna get. Some are easy to defeat, and some make you want to throw your controller across the room. It also doesn't help that your initial gun isn't really great at killing. It shoots slow and it does really low damage. Now, I fully expect it to not be as effective against bosses, but when it comes to the average everyday run-of-the-mill enemy and it's taken me 3 shots, I think we have a little bit of a problem there. Not to mention that the aiming is a little bit wonky. Now, this could just be me, but I feel like I'm a competent shooter, although Apex says different, but I was missing some very easy shots on some very easy enemies that weren't moving that fast. And a boss fight is a boss fight. It's supposed to be a little bit difficult, and I really struggled with this Ronald McDonald looking mother. And I kind of think the game knew it because it gave me this boss fight 5 times in a row. And just when I was about to quit, it gave me what I was looking for. The God Run. The run really kicked off when I got a gun called the Sentinel. Now this gun sacrifices a little bit of rate of fire for adding tracking to your bullets. I then got an item that, based on how many companions I had in tow with me, let me shoot that much faster. I also got an item that let me shoot farther across the screen. So with these 3 items, things start to snowball and I start to clear rooms at a speed that was ridiculous. Things just start to feed into one another. Like I said, the quicker you clear the room, the higher the chance of hatching an egg. So I'm clearing rooms pretty quickly and I'm hatching eggs, which makes me only that much more deadly. I mean, I was melting bosses and melting them from afar, so I wasn't taking much damage at all. And then the piece de resistance came along. I got the ability to fly. So not only am I destroying things, now I'm floating above everything and avoiding any floor hazards. Me and my little egg army were flying through the rooms, and before I knew it, I ended up at what I would call a stage boss. In Neon Abyss, for some reason, they're called managers. I haven't pieced that together yet. I'm sure I'll learn more about that as I go along. And you know, I said to myself, I'm a god right now. Let's just get this fight over. Let's not even explore this level and go in there and fight him. And he took my lunch money. It took me too long to recognize his pattern and I wasted too much health. And by that time, I was on a half a heart. And I was doing a lot of damage, but he ended up wrecking me. And the thing that sucks is that he had less than a quarter of health, which obviously means I'm gonna go back in there and try to kill him, which again is the hook to any roguelike game. So to answer our initial question, should you play Neon Abyss? I think if you are a fan of roguelike games, I think the answer is a resounding yes, as the game doesn't do anything groundbreaking, but it is unique enough that it should be enjoyable for veterans of roguelike games. If you've never played roguelike games, I think the answer is still yes for you, as this is a great entry into the roguelike system. You may get frustrated as the game doesn't give you a lot of direction, but you'll learn quickly how to adapt and how to do the things you need to do in order to be successful. If you've played the game, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I want to say thank you for watching and be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, I'm Capitans. Deuces.